record. We're recording, guys.
Okay, I'm recording.
We're here.
Welcome to Apartment Theater. If you watch the YouTube stream, which you can in the link that's provided somewhere on Spotify, you can see 5 seconds of me going, "Are we ready? Are we going?" And Cass just being, "Yes, we've been recording." What do you mean we've been recording? What do you mean this is live?
What do you mean this is live? We're on the internet?
But yeah, welcome to
It's
Apartment Theater.
fucking hot in my room.
You should come up to Milwaukee. It's 66 degrees for some reason.
Fuck your 66 degrees.
Oh, baby, maybe.
Is that like spooning? Is that what that is?
What?
What?
66 and
Yeah. Where's that 99ing?
everybody is just like slightly out of reach, and you're like, this could be good if you just come on.
You sleep with a pillow in between you.
Yeah.
So that way it's not gay.
What?
No.
Oh God. All right. So Dani is not here again.
Fuck you, Dani.
She was honestly, we're not really sure where she is at the moment. She's kind of just floating around. Maybe she'll reappear at some point, but it's another Cass and Justin episode. Another duo.
It's the dream team.
The Dream Fortnite team.
The Dream Fortnite team. I've never played Fortnite.
I know. I played with Dylan. You should play with us. It'd be a great time.
I hope you guys are willing to carry me.
I'll carry you wherever.
Thank
Especially
you.
because you're very light, so I could easily carry you.
That's true. Could you bench press me? Do you know how much you can bench press?
Oh, baby. I could definitely bench press you. This
Yeah?
is totally up top. Yeah, I think so. Like, you're like, what, like 100?
I like 100 and 510, something like that.
Yeah, I could
Depends on how
definitely-
much I have to poop.
I think I could lift you over. Next time I see you, I'm going to try to lift you over my head.
Okay.
I think I can do it.
I think you can do it too.
As long as you don't squirm around and go crazy, I think I could lift you over my head. If I could easily put Dani on my shoulders, I think I can lift you.
Oh, yeah. I'll work on my plank.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, it's like lifting a board.
Yeah,
Anyway.
exactly.
This movie, we don't have a theme for this period of time of what we're doing.
No.
So what did we watch last week?
Fuck if I know. Hold on.
Oh, it was Cube. That's what it was. Yeah. So we watched Cube. This time we watched The Keep. I went on Letterboxd and just picked a random list of movies, and it was like 300 horror movies that you should watch. I'm like, well, why not? This one looked interesting.
I disagree with their list. I don't think this is a movie you should watch.
You know. So this movie we watched.
That's
was
my
called
opinion.
The Keep. It's from 1983. It's directed by Michael Mann, who also directed Heat, which Cass had no idea what Heat was.
I don't know what he does.
There's also Collateral.
Damage.
This movie, and I'm trying to think of another one that he did that was pretty recent. Or like Thief is a pretty acclaimed movie as well. He's done some bangers, and this movie has an interesting past as well. So we'll
this
get
movie
into
has
it.
an interesting past?
It does. Yeah. Did you look up anything about it?
No. Why would I do that?
Then I'm gonna tell you some secrets.
Regale me. Tell me some secrets of this keep.
So, first I'm gonna read what the description is. They were all drawn to the keep. The soldiers who brought death, the father and daughter fighting for life, the people who have always feared it, and the one man who knows its secret. Nazis take over an ancient fortress that contains a mysterious entity that wreaks havoc and death upon them. So
that's what happened.
Yeah, so I don't know what the hell was going on most of the time during this movie.
I know there was Nazis. I know there was a old but young Sir Ian McKellen.
He's just
which is
looked the
really
same
weird.
his whole life.
He's just, yeah, he's kind of like Patrick
Something
Stewart in that way.
my dad said about my great grandma. We saw a picture of her. It was from like 40 years ago at that point. And he just looked at it and went, I guess she just looked old from the get-go.
Yeah. Oh, some people are just like that. They just fucking look old, man.
Some people just, yeah, they just immediately old. They hit teenage years, and then they hit the old years, and they just ride that out forever. And they're like, wow, he hasn't aged at all. It's like, it's because he's got old face.
He's got old face.
But yeah, this movie doesn't really make any, like, it makes sense, but it doesn't at the same time. It's a well shot movie. There's some really cool looking imagery in there. I really liked the big cloud monster thing that comes up. I'm like, how did they do that?
Yeah, they did a really,
cool.
really good job on that, which was really funny to me because the really dramatic scene in the beginning where, like, it has kind of, like, almost 80s club music with the soldiers who are, like, dramatically, like, running into the keep. I'm like, what am I watching right now?
It feels like, I honestly was expecting them to start singing.
Yeah, it feels a bit musical-y.
Yeah, so did
It's
you
weird.
see who did the soundtrack for the movie?
No. Why would I look at that? Am I a movie buff? No.
The band that did this is a band called Tangerine Dream.
Yeah.
They've done a lot.
That sounds very familiar to me.
They've done a lot of movies.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
I mean, the soundtrack in this was, like, pretty good.
The soundtrack is banging.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's very dramatic.
Enjoyed it.
I feel like it's... I don't know if orchestral is the right word for the music in this. No.
It's very...
It is. It feels very stage play. I feel like in the sort of like cheesy like 80s music. To me, I think that's why it was like, because I was like giggling and laughing at like half the scenes in here. I'm like, these are so fucking like overly musically dramatic for no reason. Like the weird soldiers running. Would you shut up?
You screaming at the cat?
Yeah, he's screaming. He's just wandering around screaming.
Is it Gomez?
Of course it's Gomez.
It's always Gomez. Jesus Christ, Gomez. But yeah,
Sorry
no,
for the interruption.
This is another movie that we've watched where we're just sitting there going, what the actual fuck is going on in this movie? It felt, I don't know if you got the same vibe from it, but it felt very messed with. Like, it seems like there were some scenes that were missing.
Yeah, like heavily edited.
Yeah, it seemed like there were pieces of the movie that were just missing, because like it would just cut to like a thing, and they just like, yeah, you just expected it to just be like this.
Just figure it out.
Makes sense.
Like, I have no idea who the purple-eyed guy is. Like, who's that guy?
Yeah, so there's a purple-eyed guy. So like when the Nazis try to get the silver that's in the keep, they're warned not to do it, but they're stupid. And so they decide that they're gonna try to take the silver, and it awakens something demonic. There's a really awesome scene. I mean, the part that like leading up to it sucks because there's some SA stuff going.
Yeah.
It doesn't completely happen, which is great, but this demon god thing, cloud monster things, laser zaps these Nazis and their heads explode, and that part was
pretty
fucking awesome.
Baller. Yeah, that was great.
Like, when the movie is going like completely over the top or just completely deranged, I felt like that is Like, this is peak.
Yeah.
This is it.
It
has
was
some
pretty.
very Coke energy.
Yeah, it was pretty campy.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So,
it was just.
mentioning that it got a little snipped, it did. Do you want to know what the original runtime was?
It got circumcised.
They Paramount Pictures
They trimmed it back.
butchered this movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
not shocked.
Yeah, they didn't like it. They wanted it to be much shorter. This movie was 210 minutes long.
That's too many.
They made it from, let's put it this way. You could have doubled, you could watch this movie twice and that's what the movie was supposed to be. Like, it was supposed to be this huge 3.5 hour epic movie. And all I'm thinking is, what did they cut? Because
That's what I want to know. Because there was
either,
some scenes in this that I'm like, okay, this is going way too long.
yeah,
Way too long.
yeah.
Like the scene where young man Sir Ian McKellen is escaping out of the keep with the object. Took like 5 minutes. And I'm like, bro, I know you're like old and like having a hard time, but also at the same time, I feel like this keep is not that big. Maybe it is. I don't know.
Yeah, the other thing that I was noticing too was just, there's no way that this movie had all of this production and everything to be this kind of like disaster, honestly.
Yeah.
Like you can clearly tell that the people that were making it knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
And I'm the thing is too, the director's cut of The Keep, lost media.
It doesn't
Yeah.
exist.
You can't have it.
Somebody's
As of 2024, no one can watch it.
Somebody's got it somewhere.
It's right up there with Event Horizon and its director's cut too, because it's gone forever. Probably in a salt mine somewhere.
Probably like in a garbage pile.
It's in a salt mine in Transylvania, just like Event Horizon was.
Yeah. Damn.
God.
Bummer.
Yeah, because there was so many cool moments in this movie.
Yeah, there's
like,
a lot of really, really cool practical effects in this.
I liked whatever the hell the god thing was.
I liked him too.
Even though he kind of just abruptly dies, like it's vanquished. It's like it's very quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of how a lot of supernatural things happen. They get all this like cool build up and then it's like, ah, yes, well, here's my magic wand and it just poofs you gone. Yeah, so that's fun.
Yeah. The music in it was great. What was another thing that you but overall, like you didn't like the movie?
Oh my god. It's just, I wish I was high while watching this.
I was very flip-floppy on it. I was on
Like,
board for most of it, but as it got to the end, I went, I have no idea what the hell is going on. I wish that I could go into the plot, but what is there to decipher from it? All the other reviews I was looking for, they were like, this is a cool looking movie. What the fuck is going on in it though?
yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. Like, it's a cool looking movie. I feel like the plot of it gets lost / I'm not sure that it existed to begin with.
I want to know what happens in that 3 hour. Like
I know in the other hour and a half that's gone.
I want to know what else is in
what
there.
love is?
I bet that there are, like, if we thought that the music and shit was really cool,
Yeah.
and this, I bet that they cut some of the most bonker ass shit from
Probably. Truth is, it was a musical, and they cut out all the songs. They cut out all the music.
It's like the producers, like, they're like, we gotta make something so shit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we made this Nazi horror musical. Let's see how that goes. Oh, the
Yeah.
test audience fucking hates it. Great. They butchered it twice, by the way. So they got it down to a 2-hour runtime, tested it, audience hated it. They cut it further down, and it was panned. Yeah.
Wow.
And it
That doesn't
sucks
surprise me though.
because the guy would go on to make some other like really stylistically made movies, and you're like, how did you fuck this up?
Yeah. He just didn't get the right people to say yes to him.
Yeah. Well, I think this was one of his first movies.
Probably, yeah.
Too, because there's probably, I mean, it's a tale as old as time of just movies that get completely butchered because some studio exec is like, well, you know, like this was 83, so they're like, oh well, it's not Star Wars, it's not E.T. or whatever the fuck was out at that point. It's not a RoboCop, which RoboCop's super fucked up. It's like, how can this was his second movie. His first movie was Thief, and once again, that was a very stylistic movie, and yeah, he just fuck you, Paramount.
Fuck you, Paramount.
Stupid ass.
I don't know. Paramount's very different now than it was in '83. So, or is it though? I don't know. I don't know anything.
I think they're gonna merge with Warner Brothers at this point. I think that's what they're trying to do. Everybody just gets to be just collapse into this gross.
Thought we weren't supposed to have
cesspool.
monopolies, but whatever. Thanks, capitalism.
Yay.
Yeah.
I was kind of getting some Giallo vibes from this movie too. Like it felt very like a weird Italian movie that we would have watched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially like Smoke Monster guy.
Yeah.
A little.
I want to make my own smoke monster suit thing.
Yeah, I'm still like, how the fuck did they do that? Because it was like smoke. It didn't look like dry ice.
No.
Which would have been miserable to wear as a suit.
I think any of the suits in this movie would have been miserable to wear.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it was just cool looking. I'm assuming that they probably just like built almost like a human shaped robot and then just filled it with like smoke bombs. That's what I would have done. And then like animatronic, like rudimentary animatronic stuff because it doesn't move a lot.
Yeah.
And then
I was thinking that it was almost like a sprinkler system with smoke that was
Yeah.
like, surrounding him. Because you don't see behind him, so I'm thinking that there's something behind him that's pumping him. and
full of
making the
smoke. That could be.
Yeah, and maybe like they have like fans blowing to make it look like it's like circling
Wrapping.
around him.
Yeah.
When it's just kind of go. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've watched a movie where I went,
Yeah.
ooh, how did they do that?
Right? Yeah.
'Cause everything is CG, and it's like, well, yep, you made it on the computer, but this one's like, I mean, there's some goofy ass special effects in there too, some shitty laser beams and shit, but it's got some character to it now.
It's just a goofy kind of movie. You know?
I'm kind of just like, what were you trying to do here?
Yeah.
You know, this movie almost kind of has the same plot as Alien versus Predator, if you think about it.
Yeah, a little bit.
They go to Antarctica, but they didn't go to Antarctica here. But no, I feel like there could have been something much grander here. Clearly, there was supposed to be.
Yeah.
And they just went, nah. And then when they finally let him, when a different studio let him have his huge ass movie, his 3-hour magnum opus, it was Heat, and that is one of the most popular heist movies of all time. So Yeah, I'm
Intriguing.
surprised that you didn't know what it was, but he also did Collateral, and that did really well too. That had Jamie Foxx and Tom Cruise in it. So
Oh, that's why I don't know about it.
yeah, but we'll never watch him for the show. But I'm
No.
gonna watch him just because I want to. But
That's true. I'll probably never watch them because I don't want to.
I don't want to watch these good
Oh,
movies.
geez.
Fuck that. I
That's
want to
stupid.
watch.
I watch garbage.
We the track record of this show, absolutely. We love watching garbage.
That's
It's
true.
just it's like in our DNA.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what else is there to say? So I guess overall, do you recommend watching The Keep?
Mm, not really.
I recommend it if you just want to vibe. And
Yeah, it's definitely like a vibe movie.
if you're already like a stoner person,
Mhm.
this is right up your alley.
Yeah.
This is, I mean, I'm not, but you know, I feel like whenever it's like a weird synthy atmospheric kind of
Mhm.
movie, it's not super horror though. Like there's nothing super scary going on in
No.
this movie. It's more like drama if anything, but there's some cool ass shit in it. But
Mhm.
yeah, it just
Agreed.
honestly, I think it's worth watching just for the soundtrack because the soundtrack's banging. Tangerine Dream, what are we doing here? But yeah,
Hey.
it's a baby. Yeah, that's solid. So, uh, yeah, I'd say go for it if you want to. Really, that's how any movie though is for us. It's like
Yeah.
if anything we said sounded cool, I mean, go for it. You can
Yeah.
check it out. But
Pretty much.
yeah,
Yeah.
if you're into cool music, watch this. If you're into more boring stuff, I, that's kind of gatekeepy. I shouldn't say that. I already did. It's already there.
It's already out in the
You
world.
know what I mean?
You fucked up.
Yeah, yeah. But
Canceled.
anyway, thank you guys so much for listening to this episode. Sorry it was kind of a ramble. One of these days we're gonna watch a movie. We're gonna understand what the fuck is going. I mean, we did with Cube, but like for this one, it was just,
Yeah.
dude, watch the movie and then come back and you'll be like, okay, yeah, I get it. I don't know what the fuck was going on either.
Nah.
So.
Nah.
All right. Well, anyway.
Where are we, Justin?
We are on Spotify. We are on This Planet.
Mhm.
And if you could follow us and download the episode